My TB was around 2007. I've done more since than I did in my entire life, I think. I have jumped off Signal Hill and tandem jumped. I have written books. I have done training. I've traveled more around South Africa than I'd ever done before. I've made a gazillion new friends. It's amazing. I was dating somebody and he had severe stomach pains. They told him he had TB of the bowel. And because of that, they decided to check his HIV status. So I decided, well, I have no choice but to take an HIV test. I was diagnosed HIV positive in 2004. My partner knowingly infected me.
TB is a leading killer in South Africa. We've got a large population of people who have got HIV, and people who are living with HIV are also at high risk of getting tuberculosis.
I was diagnosed with pneumonia, TB meningitis. I had cancer, I had 2 strokes, and I had shingles. I actually was diagnosed with AIDS. I chose not to disclose my status for 6 years, not to family, not to friends, not to anybody.
TB was always associated with being poor or being dirty or coming from a disadvantaged community. I think I'm a good example of that. I mean, people tend to look at me and think that, oh wow, she's young, she's a doctor, she's probably more privileged, but they are very surprised to find out that I had tuberculosis.
Going into hospitals and getting my medication, I came across so many cultures that had TB. So it doesn't matter who you are susceptible to TB, whether it's TB of the lungs, TB of the bowel, TB meningitis, and people don't even realize you get TB in your knees. I had massive headaches. I actually had bumps at the back of my neck going up towards my brain. My neck was extremely stiff, and the blackouts I used to have, they'd last from a few minutes to a whole day. Had I been open about my status, I probably would have got treatment a lot sooner.
In specific groups of people who are especially high risk, there are medicines that we can also give to prevent them from getting tuberculosis. We are fortunate that we live in a country where we have medication, we can treat people of TB and they can be cured. I had tuberculosis, I had access to the medication, and I am cured and I am able to continue my life and my dreams.
Honestly, once I had got through that TB, I like to think that I blossomed. I can never see myself stopping doing what I'm doing. I feel there's so much for me to do still. Just won't stop.